Namaste. Welcome to Path to Anandam Self-Healing Sessions, Energizing and Balancing Your Chakras. These sessions are based on the bestseller, The Ultimate Happiness, Peace and Chakras, along with the CD. Today, it is session number 6. Develop self-vision, divine vision, by energizing third eye chakra. And thank you very much, Swami Hariharji Maharaj. With your blessings, we are all gathered together to learn about spirituality, how to be happy, healthy, and peaceful, and experience ultimate freedom from miseries, and experience who we are, Satchit Ananda. And thank you very much, Shri Ravi Shankarji, for releasing this book, Ultimate Happiness, Peace and Chakras, along with CD in International Ayurveda Conference. The content of today's sessions are: what are chakras? Chakras and their relationship with biological systems, causes and symptoms of imbalanced chakras. Why and how to balance chakras' energy, benefits. And chakras from 1 to 7 healing sessions, summarizing, but focusing today on session 6 on third eye chakra, along with meditation and question and answers. So first, let's see the energy of the chakras, how it flows from the Mooladhara chakra, ascending all the way to the crown chakra. And you can see that why it is so important to be straight. Our back should be straight so the energy can flow properly. So what are chakras? The 7 wonders of consciousness. These are invisible energy centers, or we can say sources, sacred energy gateways. Why they are called gateways? Because the energy flows through these gates and moves higher and higher and higher until we reach to the highest conscious level. These chakras are located in a very important part of the body, like head, heart, endocrine systems, digestive systems, etc. And organs near to these chakras are affected and controlled by the energy of these chakras. That's why it is very, very important that these chakras are energized. And during the balancing the energy, aligning the energy and energizing these chakras, we automatically develop some psychic power or some siddhis. That's why they are also known as psychic centers or safety valves. But I call them, these are the wireless connection to mind and consciousness. And these chakras, as chakra means wheels in Sanskrit, and wheels supposed to be in motion all the time because the energy moves all the time. But if they are not moving and they're not in motion, it means our physical body, our emotions, our mind, our soul connection all gets into commotion. So these 7 doors or 7 spiritual floors everlasting health, happiness, and peace. Sat Chit Ananda. So these wireless connections are to body, mind, and soul. And these chakras are the sacred energy gateways. When they're balanced, they restore our health and wellness. This Kundalini Shakti, this energy which flows from the very first root chakra all the way to the seventh chakra, the crown chakra and beyond, is called Kundalini Shakti. And it flows through the Sushumna Nadi, which is located in the middle of the spine cord. And it is also supported by two other nadis, which is Pingla Nadi. Pingla Nadi is also called as the sun or the heat Nadi. And another Nadi is called Ida Nadi, which is on the right side. Which is on the left side. And it is responsible for cool temperature in our body. So Pingla Nadi, the sun Nadi, the moon Nadi, they both supposed to have the balanced temperature in the body, which is called 37 degrees. So in other words, body should not be very hot or cold. And these two nadis are responsible for that. Therefore, the Sushumna Nadi, which balances the energy in both, and that balanced energy flows from the bottom, from the very first chakra, which is called the root chakra or Muladhara chakra. Going through the sacred chakra, the second, the third chakra, the solar chakra, the fourth, the heart chakra, the fifth, the throat chakra, and the sixth one, the eyebrow chakra or third eye chakra. And then goes all the way to the upper consciousness. The supreme consciousness is called crown chakra. So when we are very cold or hot, we could tell if you put your fingers right by the nose and if you breathe on it, you will feel whether that's the hot air is coming or the cold air is coming. So in winter, you will experience that the cold air comes out, and in summer, you will experience the hot air comes out. That's why we feel very hot and very cold. But body is supposed to have a 37-degree temperature all the time. And therefore, the energy should be balanced in both the nadis and go to the Sushumna Nadi. So as you can see, these chakras, and you also see the web of all these nadis, 72,000 nadis. So 36,000 nadis are related to Pingla Nadi, and 36,000 nadis belong to Ida Nadi. You can see it here. Some are orange, some are different colors, but basically this is the web of the nadis, which controls also our chakras and vice versa. Here you can see this, how this energy is flowing through, where it shows the in Shiv Shakti, where this Kundalini Shakti going through this Ida and Pingla Nadi and going all the way to the crown chakra and above that. And as I said, this Shakti, this energy is called Kundalini Shakti. And in Bhagavad Gita, Lord Krishna says, "Oh Arjuna, whatever is born, animate or inanimate, these are born from the union of matter and soul energy. Matter and energy equals to universe, cosmos energy. So body plus energy like chakra, nadi system, they all make our complete system. In other words, the wellness of the body and the wellness of the mind and connection to soul all comes from this matter and energy, Shiva and Shakti. And look at this, how it represents the pharmaceutical area, the prescription. This is the logo for the prescription, where two snakes represents Ida and Pingla. And this is the energy of the chakras. And you can see how the two snakes are here. This is basically the healing power of medicine, which is equal to this Shiv Shakti. So our body has the pharmaceutical factory within our system, which goes through the chakras, and these chakras are the pharmaceutical factory, along with the endocrine system. So importance of endocrine system in the body. And because our body and mind is slave of endocrine system. Why? You can look at it. All these glands like ovaries and testes are in the chakra 1 and chakra 2, which I will show you in the next slide. But here you can see the pancreas, adrenal gland, responsible for the insulin, blood sugar, and adrenal gland is responsible for the heart rate and blood pressure. And of course, cortisol, which is responsible for the stress and calmness. The thymus gland, responsible for our entire immune system. And then the thyroid glands, responsible for our metabolic system. And then pineal gland, which is responsible for our body rhythmic muscular system. And here is the pituitary gland, master gland of all these glands. And as you can see, these are the chakras, and how this endocrine system is superimposing our chakras. So they are affected with the energy of chakras. And here you can see the Muladhara chakra is responsible for the lower part of the body. Then also the renal system, the kidneys part right here, the second chakra, and then the third chakra, which is responsible for the digestive system as well, which is because it is just near in that area. And the fourth chakra, which is in the chest region, is responsible for the cardiovascular system, the heart region, and here the metabolic system, the throat region, and then pineal gland, which is right, you can see it, the third eye region. This is the eye region, so and this is responsible for the third eye. And then the top one is responsible for the connection of our body, mind, soul to the supreme power. So what imbalances the chakras? What are the causes and symptoms? So our negative emotions, stress, fear, worry, anger, greed, guilt, hatred, jealousy, attachment, mindness, like me, mine, which is called ego as well. And our selfish desires, impatience, blaming, resenting, complaining, all this negative attitude results into our physical problems, imbalances the endocrine system, hormones, level of enzymes, and increases the toxins in the body. Good example here is like Arjuna. When he was fearful, worried, stressed out, because he had to get engaged in this family feud war, Kurukshetra, and may incur sins and may kill his loved ones, near and dear ones, family members. He got so stressed out. His body got flooded with the toxins. He could not stand anymore. And he was totally confused what to do, what not to do. And he even refused to fulfill his responsibilities because he was confused. And when he refused, means he was going toward the impure action. He was missing out what he's supposed to be doing, protecting the society. And then, of course, he was very unhappy about the whole situation. So in Bhagavad Gita, it says, Dhyayato Vishyan Punsa Sangastekhu Vijayate Sanga Sanjayate Kama Kama Krodho Vijayate. Krodha Bhavati Sammoha Sammoha Smrati Vibhrama Smrati Vranshat Buddhi Nasha Buddhi Nasha. In other words, whenever the negative emotions come, negative thoughts come, then we lose our memory, our responsibilities, who we are, and we tend to go more toward the things which we're not supposed to be doing, which is called misdeeds. In Hinduism, we call pap. And then eventually we pay the price for it. And here you can see the symptoms: toxins in the body, loss of memories, negative thoughts, negative attitude. And then the diseases come. Physiological of the body changes. So then the high blood pressure, cancer, because the immune, these are all the immune deficient diseases. So since the immune system is weak, then the cancer and related diseases we face, and then we become very, very unhappy, very disturbed, and having a shanti life, unhappy life. So goal of the alignment of the chakras, the energizing of the chakras, the balancing the chakras is that once we balance them, we eliminate pains, back, neck problems, joint problems, all these lower chakras, which is near to all these organs, these knee pains, etc. They get healed. It heals our heart because this is the heart chakra heals our heart. Entire endocrine system gets balanced, means the entire body is functioning well, is healthy. And the negative emotions turn into positivity. We become our own healer because our immune system is activated and we are releasing the proper enzymes and proper hormones in the body. And then we are connected to higher self. And so we are healthy, happy, and peaceful, and experience ultimate Anandam, which is called Sat-Chit Ananda. So here is a summary of all the chakras until session 5. Very first Muladhara chakra, red color, 4 petals. Swadhisthana chakra, which is the second chakra, 6 petals, orange color. Third chakra, the Manipura chakra, 10 petals, orange, yellow color. Fourth chakra, Anahata chakra, heart chakra, green color, or sometimes it says pink color as well. And then Vishuddha chakra, or the throat chakra, which is the 16 petals, blue color. And here you can see, very first chakra, the element is earth, second chakra, water, the third chakra is fire, fourth chakra is air, and fifth chakra is sound, space. So all these elements get balanced by balancing the energy of the chakras. And then we experience the stability of our emotions. We are more self-aware, more courageous, more loving and caring, have a better communication. Our relationships increases, our endocrine system is healed. And now we go to the sixth chakra, which is the Ajna or third eye chakra, which is located right in the middle of the forehead. Right here, you can see right here, it's right or located right in the middle of the forehead. And this is called pineal gland chakra also. And it is just, you can see my Bindu, it is right here. It's located right here. And you will feel it, you will sense it. So the detail about Bindu chakras are, it is also called seat of divine vision. Self-vision, here self means, of course, you have a self-vision about yourself, but in the bigger S means the divine vision. Wisdom, which is also equal to wisdom. It is the third eye, forehead, between the two eyes. The element is light and Shiva. The deity is the Shiva. So now we are going higher and higher on the Shiva level, from duality to non-duality, manifestation to non-manifested Shakti, energy. And pineal gland is responsible for this chakra, close to this chakra. And when these chakras when this chakra is disordered, now what happens? The learning disability, insomnia, vision problem, lack of focus. But when this energy here is balanced and in motion, when we have a clear vision, we can focus, and also we get our inner wisdom, which is called intuition. Intuition is nothing but supreme powers talk to us, or sometimes it is called angels talk to us, or in different traditions, they call our deities talk to us. Regardless, supreme power, the pure energy speak to us. And this chakra is also known as the Sattvic chakra, more pure chakra. So this takes us from defocus to focus. So sixth chakra, the pineal gland. Also pituitary gland is next to it, so I just put that because some of the hormones come together. But there are 4 hormones in our brain which are responsible for our happiness. They call dopamine. I don't know how many have you heard the name dopamine. It's a very popular drug in the market. Drug dealers are the one who sell these drugs in the market and take it to the schools and kind of damage our kids and in the colleges, etc. But this is a very popular dopamine. But the beauty of this drug is, look at the pleasant way, and it secretes in our body when we are motivated. We feel excited. At the same time, when we do the third eye meditation, you will feel the palpitation here. And third eye, pineal gland releases the dopamine. And when it releases the dopamine, sometimes we experience some headache. But this is the healing reagent in our body. That's why it is called the healing or the rewarding chemical. The second one is serotonin, which you might have heard it before. This is the mood stabilizer. And this is when I remember when we had a headache. My mother always told me to take 7 almonds, badam khalo. And actually, if you look at it's a scientific fact that the almonds have serotonin in that. And that's why they are the healer, brain healer, or I would call it head healer. And then the endorphins. pain relief. The body releases endorphins when we do yoga, exercise, and when we go on treadmill or walk or whatever. But we all feel that when we go for a walk, etc., or do the exercises, then our body feels so calm and just stays calm for many hours because the body releases the endorphins. And I remember that because when I had many years ago, when I developed the backache problem, I was given lot of neprosins and my immune system was totally damaged with that. And finally, I was told that I have an option to heal myself by exercises. And it did help me a lot. So this is, endorphins is, I call them the painkiller medicine. And then oxytocin. Oxytocin is released by brain when we feel very compassionate, when we feel very loving and caring, and also somebody expresses love toward us, then our brain releases oxytocin. But there are many other hormones like ACTH, LH, FSH, HDLH, etc. Because ACTH, it releases the fear hormones. Eventually, it goes to give the signals to the brain, and then brain gives a signal to the adrenal gland, and it releases the cortisol, which gives the stress. But at the same time, if the chakras are balanced, then the flow of the secretion process reverses, and that's how the endorphin is released. Similarly, it balances the HDL, LDH, etc. But these four hormones are known as the happy hormones of the brain. Here you can see all these four happy hormones. So now, how do we evaluate whether our sixth chakra is balanced or not, whether our third eye is open or not? We can ask some questions. These three are the popular questions, but we can ask more questions. Am I intuitive and wise? Do I sleep well? Am I focused? And do I see good in other people? In other words, do I have a divine vision, etc.? So how to balance third eye chakra, or how to open our third eye? As it shows from the starting with the food, because we eat the food every day. So if we eat the balanced food with the green, red, yellow, and especially for this chakra, which is the indigo or kind of purple color, so blueberries, etc., all this combination of food if we eat, then food also balances our chakras. And of course, then the meditation part, different poses, especially the sun salute, where every part of the body gets energized. And then some massages, Reiki. This is energy healing. I call it pranic energy healing. All help to balance our chakras. But what balances our particular pineal gland chakra or the third eye chakra or Bindu chakra? Many names. In Sanskrit, it is called Ajna chakra. First thing, control our mind. As I said, dhyayato vishantu. So whatever dhyana we do, whatever we think about it, that could take us to higher self or lower self. If we think about the worldly desires and desires get to unfulfilled desires, it gives us anger, upsetness, we lose our memory, our body physiology changes, our hormone level changes. And actually it shows that when we are angry, it takes days and days to come back to the normal level of our hormones and enzymes in the body. So once we are on that path, if we think wrong, then or more desires for the worldly things, then we end up with the disasters. So more desires, more disasters. But if we think about the anandam, happiness, our thoughts, and because whatever we think, we speak that way. If we are upset, we are going to, our speech will be accordingly. But if we have a good thought, we speak very lovingly, caring. And then what happens? It becomes our habit. From habit, it becomes our destiny. And then whether we go to bondage or liberation. So choice is ours. And it says, do not make your mind a garbage collector. In other words, replace it with anandam thinking, good thinking. As it says in Bhagavad Gita again in verse 17, 16. In other words, chapter 17, 16, it says, Man prasadam somatvam, monam atma vinigraha, bhava shuddhir ityet tapo manasam. Means who speaks happy, speaks good, but also think good, then his mind is happy. He is more equanimous, and his mind is more controlled. Thinks good, sees good, because all pineal gland is around here. So think good, then sees good, right here. When somebody sees good, it means when they have more pure eyes, pure mind, then the third eye opens up, because what happens, pineal gland, with all the negativity, it deposits the calcium around it. So it's not just a membrane, it's the hard, thick layer around pineal gland, which accumulates a lot of calcium. And with that calcium, we cannot open it. So we have to dissolve that calcium through this meditation, through the proper exercises, through the proper food. Then we can make a best use of our thoughts, and also it leads to our liberation, not to bondage. And again, this is a summary of the food, that what kind of food we should eat, because it says eating for healing and energizing your chakras. So what are that eating? Eating is the proper food according to the colors as I showed before. So as the food to the mind, as the mind to the thought, and as the thought to our future. Satya Sai Baba said. So mantra for Bindu chakra, for Ajna chakra, is Om mantra. As you can see, A stands for Anandam, U stands for union with supreme power, and then M stands for moksha. And there is a beautiful bhajan, where you can see it here. See how, consider this is your, like you are the holding this string in your self with your hands, and it is going through this energy to the external world. To me, I always visualize that's like a kite. Like there is a beautiful bhajan. It says, "Main teri patang hawa vich uddi jawan, dor hathon chaddi na main katti jawangi," which means praying to God that please keep me in this mode, because if this string is broken, I will get lost in this world. So always keep this string, help me to keep this string attached to you. And here in Bhagavad Gita, it says, Om iti aksharam brahma, vevaran mamu smarnam vijya, ya prayati tajam deyam sa yati paramam gati. So it's not that we do it at the time of death. We do it all the time. This is how we develop the Anandam thinking, because through the Om mantra, reciting the Om mantra all the time. Then our kite will be, the sting of the kite will be always in our hands with the blessing of God, and we will be in the right direction. So in Bhagavad Gita, Lord Krishna guides us how to open our third chakra and connect with the supreme power. And he says, focusing the mind on me in the heart, fourth chakra, and fixing the prana, the energy at the top of the crown chakra. But prior to that, here he says, one who at the time of death or time of sleep or any time to me, any time, the single-minded devotion and by the power of yoga draws the flow of life breath, prana, between the two eyebrows and holding there. Key thing is holding there will surely attain me. The supreme divine. So basically he's saying is that Om eternity mantra syllabus reciting, keeping in our heart, moving it upward toward our sixth chakra, and then taking it to the crown chakra. We ultimately experience his presence, Satchitananda, but at the same time, it opens our inner wisdom, divine Shakti, divine vision, because it is right here in the middle of the eyebrow. So benefit, as we talked about already, endocrine systems, how each gland is opening here, balancing and the energy, energizing it, healing it, and then pineal gland, the muscles, reflections are. So whole body is, as I said, the body is slave of endocrine system. But now by balancing our chakras, the endocrine system is slave of, or the, I would say, chakras are master of endocrine systems. And we are the master of chakras. We can balance them, energize them. So the door is in our hand. The string is in our hand, and we can fly our kite wherever we want. And all these, whatever the negativity we saw there, the symptoms we saw here, now those symptoms are reduced. Stress is gone, increase the endorphins, memory is back, so we know what to do, what not to do. Our attitude becomes very positive, and of course, physically, our blood pressure, our immune system increases, our relationship with others increases, because we are in peace. When we are in peace, of course, our surrounding will be in peace. And then finally, we get the healthy body, healthy mind, and experience Satchit Ananda. So not only that, we just develop the psychic powers and siddhis, but our day-to-day life improves. So benefit of this is ultimately here is we become self-aware. We transform our vices, our asuri shaktyas, all become into divine shaktis in Devi Sampat. And then we feel ultimately attain the purpose of life. And we become, as I said, we awaken the pharmaceutical factory in our body itself. So instead of taking the medicines from outside, we secrete our own insulin, we secrete our own serotonin, our own endorphins, all the hormones, all the TSA, acid, all the good HLD, all that. We are the controller of our own pharmaceutical factory within the body, which is our immune system, which is our whole endocrine system, which controls all of our other physiological systems like cardiovascular, physiologicals, and also the digestive systems, etc. So we become our own healer. So here, Again, how it comes, we become self-aware with first chakra, we become more control, more calmness, we develop with the second chakra alignment, with the third chakra alignment, we become more determined, we have a more higher self-esteem and more courage. And with fourth chakra, we develop more love and compassion and forgiveness. And with fifth chakra, we have a guts to speak the truth. We are very honest. Our body, mind, and soul all is connected. So in other words, whatever we say, we do it. Our body performs those actions. So our speech becomes very pleasant. And today, the third eye chakra, which gives us the highest peace and wisdom. And with that wisdom, we could listen our inner voice, develop our inner intuitions. And with that inner intuitions, we get the vision, who we are, where are we at this point in our life, and where do we need to go to attain the ultimate purpose of our life. So by balancing this chakra, we finally develop our self-vision. So thank you very much for being a part of helping all of us together on this blissful journey to develop our self-vision. Self-vision means divine vision. We start looking at the eyes of God. So our eyes get very pure. We do not criticize people. We see divinity in all of them. And we also could hear our inner voice as well as develop our inner intuitions. So thank you very much for joining and energizing and balancing the third eye chakra, which is the Ajna's chakra or the sixth chakra.